We are indeed delighted and honored to all be here. So without much ado, let me invite Mr. Amish Gupta, who is the Vice Chair of CASIB and part of the implementation chair of the Ibuka Program. Mr. Amish Gupta.
Myspace Properties Limited, you are welcome on Ibuka, and Ibuka, as we say, is I for intelligence. We are going to help you understand the financing alternatives and options first for the end user, for your customers. We are then going to help you with financing options and alternatives for you as a developer. We will then see how all those financing alternatives and options in the real estate space is going to work for Myspace Properties Limited. So let me say this, welcome to our space. It's called the Ibuka space. Congratulations, directors, shareholders, managers of Myspace Properties, in brackets, Kenya Limited. Thank you.
I think for us, first of all, is to say welcome to the Ibuka Day, my space. This is now your space. And for all you attending, I'm delighted to see quite a good number. Just an attestment that the Myspace is actually getting a very, very warm reception from the capital market. So karibu sana. The real estate sector in Kenya is very, very important. And looking at the statistics, as you rightly put it, I mean, we're looking at less than 30,000 mortgages in a population of 50 million people. I think that's a very, very low penetration. And so we need to do a lot to encourage home ownership. And I think Myspace, sitting with you earlier, just to discuss some of your thoughts, I think you're really in the right direction. There's need for what we call in ourselves a disruptor in the real estate sector to change the way that we actually own property. And I was very delighted to hear that some of the things you're thinking is around tenant ownership arrangements, which is really the more attractive way of owning property in the country. So for us, we've been chasing Myspace for the last 3 years, and finally she has come home. So with that, we must welcome her with a round of applause, maybe. Myspace Property has really built a good track record in the real estate sector. Your level of penetration, especially in the coast region, is really, really well articulated. We've seen the kind of developments you've done in the coast region, and I'm very delighted that you're looking now beyond just the coast and now coming into Nairobi and Kenya in general. And even more delightful was how you want to use the solutions available in the capital markets to really develop the property assets, the property sector, and the property asset as a product. And so we are delighted to have you, and we believe that you will be a champion in using the NSC and the capital markets in general to enhance the development and growth of the real estate sector in Kenya. So the Ibuka program provides an avenue for companies to come and start preparing themselves towards developing and strengthening their organization frameworks, to corporatize, and to be able to begin their journey towards becoming a listed company or accessing financial solutions from the capital markets. Now, this is not only a program for companies to begin the journey towards corporatization, but it also gives you the opportunity to immediately get visibility on NSE platform. The NSE has been here for the last 65 years, and over the years we have built a presence, not only in Kenya, in East Africa, where we are now the largest exchange, and in Africa, where we are among the top 5 exchanges in Africa. We are also members of the World Federation of Exchanges. We are also partners on very many other international programs. We have a lot of international investors trading on our platform, and we are really a global exchange when it comes to where we are ranked in Africa. So you're actually onboarding a very, very highly visible, highly respected exchange, and which will then give you visibility to that on that level. You'll be available to access in networks. Already we have a community of 64 listed securities and companies. You'll have access now to a bigger variety, and even in our partner exchanges. Finally, it'll build your brand. You've got an excellent brand. Just from the name Myspace, just speaks volumes, you know? So we are delighted that you've taken the bold step to actually come onto the Ibuka platform, and we look forward to supporting you in this particular journey. So once again, I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Turanira and your wife, for dreaming and living the dream. And we assure you as NSC, we'll make sure that Myspace really becomes the next real estate disruptor in this country. Thank you and welcome again.
Oh my God, we are at Nairobi Stock Exchange. Finally. So this program, basically, you know, as any entrepreneur or any aspiring entrepreneur, like you have seen almost all these big companies, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, all of them started in garages, and they started in the basement of the houses, they started in the streets, they started as akibada. So with time, they have grown to be big multinationals. And Myspace Properties is not any different from that. It started, I can say, maybe from the bedroom to the sitting room, finally to our office, and it's been quite a journey. The journey has had its ups and downs. Of course, when it comes to Myspace Properties, when it comes to managing, we have had a good time for the last 10 years, since 2008 when we moved to Mombasa. I know it's a question I am asked very many times. Why Mombasa? Why not Nairobi? But we started our journey in Mombasa. There's a saying, a hero is never sung at home. You have heard of it. And I thought, if I start my journey in a small town, I would rather not be sung in the village or in a small city. Let me be sung in the town. And now, ngoma imeanza. The music has just started and we are getting somewhere. Of course, investment in real estate, to us, we take it as life. Somebody wakes up to work in the morning so that they can get some money and invest, own a house. That's ahead of almost every responsible person to own a home for their family by the end of the day. So we take it very seriously, and we have seen very many successes, especially through the Mombasa Homes Expo. How many have heard of Mombasa Homes Expo? Good. It's an event. We have done now 16 of them, and soon we are back at it again. Of course, there can't be successes without many failures. We have had successes at Myspace Properties. We have had no issue. We have had successes in the Expo. We started a magazine called Unique Homes Magazine, which was in circulation for a long time, and we discontinued it, and now we are more into blogs and sharing things online, especially through our website and other social medias. That's where it reaches more people and is more useful to people who get to read. Of course, when it comes to projects, you know, for the last almost three years, it's been very challenging. Uptick in the real estate market has been low, very low. The circulation of money in the economy is very low. And now, through that, of course, we have not been exempt to those challenges we are facing as real estate developers. But with time, we realized in most cases in this country, not that we are in short of as many houses. What we are lacking mostly is the financing model. It's a shame to have 40 million Kenyans and have less than 30,000 mortgages. That penetration is too low, and we want to make a difference in that market. Right now we have started our journey of being listed. Soon we'll be launching the high rate, which is the real estate investment trust, which will enable us raise money to be able to purchase these houses and operate a tenants purchase scheme, whereby you rent to own. In most cases, especially in the low cost, we are targeting a class of between 3 million to 10 million to start with, since that's where the numbers are. And those are the people who are in chamas, and those who are people who have consistent income they can pay. And by the end of the day, almost everybody has to live somewhere. As we join NSC, right now we have realized in the real estate agency there's no regulation in the market, especially in Kenya. Anybody wakes up in the morning can be an agent, which has been, it has really messed up this particular market. So what we are doing, we are coming up with a franchise model. We have seen many foreign franchises coming in, and they hardly do well, apart from a few. So we want to make a locally bred real estate franchise. I believe we understand the local problems, we understand the local challenges, and we know how to make it work. We are working on a program for training, which we have collected from US, Dubai, and other developed markets. And I believe we'll have one of the best training for real estate in the world. From there, we will invest heavily on technology. You realize everybody is on the phone nowadays. So we want to bridge that gap. And as well as we are doing that, it will be a big break, especially when it comes to youth empowerment and building other entrepreneurs. Of course, as a major stakeholder in the industry, we would like to ask you to join hands with us as we start on this journey. I know alone we can't do it. Thank you so much. May God bless you. And join this journey to be the leading team in housing the world. Join us in this journey. Be part of it. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki.
Now, with my delight and honor to award the certificate to Myspace, whose vision is the leading company housing the world. And this is now an attestment that Myspace has successfully been hosted on the Incubator platform of the Ibuka Program today, 3rd April 2019. So once again, let's congratulate them.